this is a dead engine.
We can actually have a listen, Ted, on the replay at the moment.
There we go.
Sixth gear, then he went into neutral and coasted. Good job, it was downhill.
Yeah. That's nasty. Because they've got to find out, because of course Alonso was due to run all the upgrades,
yeah,
all the nice, all the new nose and the floor and the diffuser and the barge boards and everything and the rear wing. And if his engine's conked out, they can't change that in the time that we've got left. I must say, when he got out of the car, he ripped out his earplugs and then threw them down at his balaclava in his helmet. So he was clearly miffed, as they say in Oviedo. So
nice getting all back together again. Again, the banter was absolutely brilliant the whole way through it, and that was something we had when we were still driving as well. And
a little timely mention as well, whilst we're on board with Lewis Hamilton, if you want to come to Silverstone, there are still a few tickets left. You might even see Johnny Herbert, but this weekend they're selling tickets with 44% off at Silverstone in honour of the championship leader in car number 44. So if you're thinking of coming down to Silverstone, we'd love, of course, to see you there, and we hope that the British Grand Prix is a massive sellout, and they've made available a few more tickets, and you get 44% off this weekend. A deal that Ted Kravitz couldn't even resist, eh, Ted?
that is a particularly sweet deal, isn't it? Yeah, so get on with it, anyone who's thinking of coming down to Silverstone. I must say, Johnny, you haven't aged either. You haven't even got any grey hairs in your eyebrows or anything like that. It's,
no, you're right on that.
You look fantastic.
Yes,
you look
thank
fantastic.
you very much. Yeah.
Just a quick one on Fernando Alonso. Crofty, that was the fifth engine.
No.
That's the fifth engine. So that's the bad news.
Well,
the good news is,
news,
yeah, it is. But the good news is that they're having a look at it, and while they have a look at it, they think it might just be one of those niggly little connector things.
Like
they don't know yet.
Issue.
They don't know yet, but they're just having a look at it now. Fernando himself is so annoyed. He thinks it's something. You know, he thinks it's clearly something bigger. But there is a little optimism at the McLaren camp just for a moment. So Jensen, just to make it clear, Jensen is still running his fourth power unit. And will probably change Saturday morning, right. We think, don't we? Or maybe Sunday morning?
Yeah, because it'll be Saturday morning because you can't change it, obviously, between quality.
Sort of go through the tough times.
Talking of tough times, here's Sebastian Vettel, kind of stranded in a runoff area here in his Ferrari.
He's driven there, hasn't he? That's down towards...
Hang on 2 seconds.
Okay, I lost drive. Currently stuck. Do you want me to continue? Lost drive in fourth gear.
Now, this is not a particularly easy place to come if you're an internal combustion engine. The fact that we have the turbos now rather helps some of the stresses that the ICE is under. Felipe Massa. Oh, there you see. Don't worry, Felipe, that wasn't the man that got rid of you. There was another man in charge there. He wasn't looking, was he?
No.
Oh, yeah, thumbs up there. Thanks ever so much for stopping. There's the company car secured for Felipe Massa then when he wants to stop racing. I tell you what, that would have startled most of that lap time.
Stay out for now until we find a solution.
At some stage this weekend, but...
So we see the power is back, Felipe.
I don't believe Sauber have taken the new Ferrari upgraded engine yet.
Not yet, no. I saw Manisha last night.
Yeah, they haven't definitely taken it. It may well happen this weekend. I don't think they've done that as yet. And all the talk, says Motorsport Extra, about Red Bull Racing, but what if Renault quits with Red Bull because they're tired of constantly getting the blame?
Well, if you do it as a brand, Renault, you know, it's embarrassing for them as well. You know, they're trying to promote their brand in this technological Formula One that we have today, and of course it isn't working out. We have sort of the hybrid cars that they even
needed to find a solution to prevent teams from tactically bringing in new engine units and receiving no extra penalty for it whatsoever. You can't have a situation whereby someone's had a bad qualifying, you think, right, I might as well just stick a brand new engine in there because I'm right at the back anyway. You know, I get a 5-place grid penalty. Doesn't really matter. I'm already 18th or 19th. And we know, Johnny, because it's Formula One, that sort of thing would happen. There would be tactical introductions of new elements where there is no penalty for it. So a system was devised by the teams together and thought out, you know, by the teams as to, right, how do we stop the tactical introduction of these new power unit elements, and we stop people taking liberties, basically.
Yeah.
I'm yet to see a better solution to it. Is my own personal thing on this one, to prevent that happening. And it's not, you know, it's not about wanting to see drivers get penalised to the hilt. It's about trying to stop teams tactically abusing a system and a situation. So, David, come up with a better idea, my friend. There's your challenge.
Yeah. Biggest problem I sort of see with it as well is the people that sort of suffer from a PR perspective are obviously the engine manufacturers.
I think everybody is right. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, definitely so. No, it's a difficult one.
And strap mode 3, strap mode 3. How many changes do you guys want me to do? Can I just focus on driving, or?
Trouble is, it's a short lap here. It's 1:10.7 for Lewis Hamilton's best time. So, you know, you can sometimes add 20 seconds to a lap where he's once again outpaced by Felipe Nasser, and quite significantly as well. Ericsson half a second off the pace. Practice starts on the grid here, because you can't really do it at the end of the pit lane because you're on quite a massive incline. So you have to find somewhere level to do the practice starts, where drivers will work with their engineers, find the bite points, and try and fine-tune the starting procedure. Let's have a little listen to Kimi Räikkönen in the Ferrari there, as he puts that Ferrari on the front row for his practice start.
Here's another thing to get rid of. These automatic start systems as well. Let the drivers control the whole thing as well. Why should it be controlled by electronics? It should be down to the human element coming into play. If you muck it up, you muck it up. That's, you know, that's life sometimes. So that's another thing to go.
Yeah, well, on that I am not going to disagree with you on at all. And then the team at least can blame the driver for something rather than being the other way around, Johnny Herbert. Yes, quite. What else do we have?